New Zealand's greatest tree Tan Mahuta has survived for centuries but is struggling after the recent drought with almost no water falling on the region. Drastic measures are being taken to save the god of the forest. Trees have long been standing as silent witnesses to the passage of time, some for thousands of years, growing to sizes that seem almost impossible. But how big can a tree really get? From trees so big they literally can't be cut down to behemoths that literally survive fires because of how thick they are. Some trees defy imagination with their sheer scale. Here are the trees all around the world that are bigger than your imagination can hold. Number 20. Baobab tree. The first tree on our list is so big that it can store unimaginable amounts of water right inside its trunk. Known as the tree of life, the baobab is vital to its ecosystem and the communities around it. These trees with their thick water-storing trunks have captivated people for thousands of years. Imagine a tree that can grow over 80 foot tall and stretch up to 36 feet wide, all while storing thousands of gallons of water inside its trunk. It thrives in some of the harshest climates like the African savanna where water is scarce. The baobab isn't just enormous, it's ancient. Some of these trees are believed to be more than 3,000 years old, with their tangled branches resembling roots giving them the nickname upside down trees. The baobab is more than just a giant. It's a lifeline for the animals that rely on its fruit, leaves and even bark. The tree's fruit, sometimes called monkey bread, is a superfood packed with vitamin C, about 6 times more than oranges. It's also rich in antioxidants and essential minerals like potassium and calcium. Even the oil extracted from its seeds is used in skin care and hair care products in places like Madagascar and South Africa. The baobab has woven itself into cultural stories, sometimes regarded as sacred. From a tree that holds life in its trunk, we now turn to a giant that stands as a national treasure. Number 19. General Grant. The General Grant tree isn't just any giant, it's a living national shrine, the only one of its kind in the United States, standing proudly in Kings Canyon National Park, California. The General Grant tree commands attention with its incredible size and historical significance. This giant sequoia, towering at 268 feet, is as tall as a 16-story building and has a ground circumference of over 107 feet or 32.8 m. Its sheer volume of 46.618 cubic feet makes it one of the largest living things on Earth. The General Grant tree has a rich history. It was named in 1867 to honor Ulysses S. Grant, a Civil War general and the 18th President of the United States. But General Grant isn't just a historical figure. The tree was also named the nation's Christmas tree by President Calvin Coolidge in 1926, and in 1956 President Dwight D. Eisenhower declared it a national shrine to honor fallen soldiers. To this day it remains the only living national shrine. What sets the General Grant tree apart is not just its massive size but its resilience, estimated to be around 1,650 years old. This tree has survived centuries of natural challenges including fires. The sea's thick tannin-rich bark makes it resistant to fire and fungal infections, which is part of what has allowed it to thrive for so long. As we bid farewell to the General Grant, it's time to stand before a tree known for its divine status. Number 18. Kauri tree in New Zealand's ancient forests, there stands a tree so revered that it is called the god of the forest. Deep within these forests, the key trees, some of the oldest living giants on the planet, stand tall. These trees can grow up to 50 m high with massive trunks stretching over 5 m in diameter, making them one of the most impressive sights in nature. Their straight towering trunks rise high into the sky, shedding lower branches as they age, which gives them that iconic smooth appearance. Tan Mahuta, the most famous of these trees, is known as the god of the forest. In my tradition, this mighty tree is over 2,000 years old and reaches 51.5 m into the sky with a trunk so large it takes more than a dozen people holding hands to wrap around it. These trees have witnessed millennia of history, playing crucial roles in both my culture and New Zealand's colonial past. Key wood was highly prized by early settlers for shipbuilding and construction, but key trees are not just known for their size, they also produce a unique amber-like resin called key gum, which was once valuable for making varnish. This resin digging industry thrived in the 19th century but has since faded away. Today these ancient trees face a new threat: Kauri dieback, a disease that infects the roots and can ultimately kill the tree. Thanks to conservation efforts, people are working hard to protect these living monuments of nature. The Kauri tree may reach the heavens, but the next tree spreads its roots far and wide. Number 17. The tree of Tulle. If you think a tree's height is impressive, wait until you encounter one with a trunk so wide it's hard to believe it's a single tree. In the small town of Santa Maria del Tulle in Oaxaca, Mexico, you'll find the truly spectacular tree of Tulle. This magnificent monuma cypress, believed to be over 2,000 years old, boasts the largest trunk circumference of any tree in the world, measuring an astounding 42 m or 137 feet. Around its diameter stretches over 14 m or 46 feet, though its exact height has varied over the years due to its broad buttress base. It currently stands about 35 m or 116 foot tall. The tree's sheer size led many to believe it was actually a cluster of trees, but DNA testing has confirmed that it is in fact a single organism locally known as the Tree of Life. Its rough trunk is said to feature the shapes of animals including jaguars and elephants. The Tree of Tulle's origins are steeped in legend. According to Zapo tradition, it was planted by a priest named Pachacha who served the Aztec wind god Etel. While the tule tree is wide, the next tree creates a living forest that stretches beyond imagination. Number 16 Tham Marim Tamarim Mana Manu. It's not just the size of Tama Marim Mana that stuns, it's how this record-breaking tree can become a world all its own. The Tham Marim Mana can be found in the Anantapur district of Andhra Pradesh, India. This enormous banyan tree, a species of Ficus bienal Linus, holds the Guinness World Record for the largest single tree canopy, covering a staggering 5 acres of land. The tree's origins date back over 550 years. According to legend, the tree grew from a funeral peephole after a widow named Tharama committed sati in 1433. Sati refers to the ancient practice where a widow would sacrifice herself by sitting on her deceased husband's funeral pea. Because of her sacrifice, the tree is believed to possess mystical powers, particularly for couples seeking blessings for fertility. Tamam Marim Manu's massive canopy is supported by nearly 4,000 aerial prop roots, giving the impression of a forest rather than a single tree. These roots twist and curl together in complex patterns, making the tree a natural maze. The intricate network provides shelter to a diverse range of species, including birds, insects, and small mammals, creating a thriving ecosystem within its branches. The roots and branches of the tree are carefully taken care of by the local community. They help support the tree by guiding its young roots using bamboo sticks, allowing the roots to grow in the right direction. For the heavier branches that might be at risk of breaking, they place stone supports underneath to keep them stable and prevent damage. Beyond its natural beauty, the tree has a deep cultural significance. A temple dedicated to the Rama rests beneath its vast canopy, and the site has become a pilgrimage destination for thousands seeking blessings. Rituals held under the tree's vast branches are thought to bring good fortune, especially for fertility. From a tree that forms a world of its own, prepare to witness the quiet strength of a fir that scrapes the skies. Number 15 DNA Douglas fir. Fir, hidden deep in Oregon's forests, is a tree that challenges the very notion of what a fir can become. Discovered in 1989 and formerly known as the Brummet fir, this incredible Douglas fir reaches an astounding height of 327 feet, about 100 m. It's not just the height that impresses, it also boasts a trunk diameter of 11.5 foot, making it one of the largest Douglas firs on Earth. Nestled in an old-growth forest, the DNA fir thrives in the wet, temperate climate of Coos County. Despite its towering presence, this tree story is one of quiet resilience. The top 15 MERS have been slowly dying, causing the tree to lose a bit of height over the years, but even as its height diminishes, the sheer volume of its trunk, estimated at 8,120 cubic feet, continues to grow. This ancient giant is part of a protected area managed by the Bureau of Land Management, and visitors can trek a half-mile trail through Oregon's cathedral-like forests to reach it. While the Dorner fir stands tall, the monkey pod tree spreads wide, leaving a mark on the earth below it. Number 14 Monkey pod tree. What if a tree could change? The monkey pod tree, very soil it stands on, enriching everything around it without lifting a branch. The monkey pod tree, scientifically known as Simonia salmon, is a striking tropical tree that does exactly that. Native to Central and South America and now found in regions like Hawaii, Thailand, and parts of the US, this tree stands out with its broad umbrella-shaped canopy that can stretch over 100 feet wide, reaching heights of 70 to 80 feet. This massive tree provides significant shade, making it popular in public parks and plantations around the world. What sets the monkey pod tree apart is its unique ability to fix nitrogen in the soil. This process involves converting atmospheric nitrogen into a form that benefits other plants, naturally enriching the soil. Its fallen leaves and pods decompose into nutrient-rich organic material, promoting healthy ecosystems around it. Additionally, its robust root system helps prevent soil erosion, protecting landscapes during periods of heavy rain. The tree's flowers, which resemble pink powder puffs, bloom during the dry season and attract pollinators like bees, birds, and butterflies. Its fruit, a seed pod containing a sweet sticky pulp, is enjoyed by both humans and animals. In some regions, the fruit pulp is even used to make drinks with a licorice-like flavor. The monkey pod tree is also valued for its wood, which is durable and easy to carve. Its hard wood is used in crafting furniture and traditional bowls, particularly in Hawaii. Beyond aesthetic ICS and practical uses, the tree holds cultural significance in places like Hawaii, where a massive monkey pod tree known as the Hitachi tree serves as a corporate symbol and attracts many visitors. From a tree that shapes the earth, we now meet a giant that narrowly escaped human hands to become a living monument. Number 13 Sim Sim. Sometimes a tree survival is less about strength and more about a stroke of luck, and Swim knows that all too well. Nestled in Tasmania's Evercreek Forest Reserve, Sime stands as a giant among trees. This towering manum, also known as a white gum, is one of the famous white knights of the region. At 91.3 m tall, Sim stretches high above the forest floor with a trunk circumference of 11 m and a total volume of 180 cubic m. What makes Sime truly fascinating is its resilience. Discovered decades ago, it narrowly escaped being cut down during logging attempts in the mid-20th century. The towering height of this tree left loggers in awe, leading to its preservation and the establishment of the Ever Forest Reserve in 1977 to protect this group of remarkable trees. Though over 300 years old, Sim's health has been a concern in recent years, with signs of decline being observed. While Sim stands tall and safe, the next tree must battle against time and human intervention to survive. Number 12, Yellow Moranti. In the rainforests of Borneo, Yellow Moranti stands, a tree so tall it was only discovered recently, and yet it's already in danger. The yellow, and also found in parts of Malaysia and Thailand, is one of nature's giants. These trees can grow to incredible heights, with one specimen named Menara towering at 10.8 m, making it the tallest known tropical tree in the world. The tree was discovered in 2018 in the Danam Valley Conservation Area in Malaysia, and its height was meticulously measured through a combination of laser technology and physical climbing. Menara's straight, slender trunk makes up the bulk of its mass, with an impressive canopy spanning 40 m across. Despite its grandeur, the yellow moran is classified as endangered due to deforestation and habitat loss. Over the past 3 generations, around 80% of its population has been wiped out due to logging and human activities. This has made conserve efforts critical for the survival of the species. The wood from the yellow moran is medium density and is often used for plywood, crates and lightweight furniture, contributing to its exploitation in the timber industry. Beyond its size and commercial value, the yellow moranti plays a vital role in the ecosystem. A single tree can support a mini ecosystem housing over 1,000 different species of insects, fungi and plants. The tree's fruits, equipped with 5 wings, spin like helicopters when falling to the ground, allowing seeds to travel further from the parent tree, aiding in its natural propagation. Next, we journey from a tree fighting for its life to one that has already achieved legendary status among nature's giants. Number 11, Lost Monarch. Monarch, hidden in California's redwood forest, stands, a giant so vast it holds enough wood to rival entire forests. Lost Monarch isn't just another tree, it's a natural titan, nestled deep in northern California's Jedediah Smith Redwood State Park. This massive coast redwood humbles even the most seasoned nature enthusiasts, towering at over 320 foot tall and stretching 26 feet in diameter. Its sheer size becomes fully apparent only when you stand beneath its expansive canopy. This giant is part of the famous Grove of Titans, where some of the largest coast redwoods on Earth reside. Discovered in 1998 by botanists, Lost Monarch quickly became famous not just for its height but for the sheer volume of wood it holds. We're talking about nearly 35,000 cubic feet of wood, which places it among the largest trees by volume, though the exact ranking depends on how you measure those intertwined trunks. Unlike some other redwoods, its crown is especially unique, with branches extending out nearly 70 feet, creating a canopy that gives it a regal appearance. What makes Lost Monarch even more fascinating is the ecosystem it supports, from the moss-covered bark to the numerous epiphytes that make their home in it. It branches. This tree is a world unto itself. It's even believed that some of the plants and ferns living on it have never touched the ground. Talk about a tree of life. From the immense volume of Lost Monarch, we now climb to new heights with Ravens Tower, a tree cloaked in mist and mystery. Number 10, Ravens Tower. Hidden. Ravens Tower, high within the fog-shrouded forests, this tree has developed its own unique ecosystem far above the ground. Ravens Tower, a majestic Sitka spruce, commands attention deep within the Prairie Creek Redwood State Park in Northern California. Discovered in 2001 by Michael Taylor and Ron Hildebrand, this towering giant reaches an astounding 3,117 feet into the sky, although recent measurements suggest it may have grown even taller, possibly reaching 3,329 feet. The beauty of Ravens Tower lies not just in its height but in its location. The tree thrives in the misty, fog-laden climate of California's redwood forests, where the moisture from the air fuels its growth, covered in a vibrant mix of mosses, lions and even ferns. The tree's bark is a living ecosystem of its own. Interestingly, the branches high up in the tree sometimes develop their own soil, which allows new roots to grow right in the canopy. As with many monumental trees, Ravens Tower's precise location remains a closely guarded secret to protect it from damage caused by visitors. While Ravens Tower thrives in the mist, the Centurion has proven its strength against nature's trials. Number 9, Centurion. Centurion, standing tall isn't enough. In the wilds of Tasmania you have to survive, and Centurion has proven its resilience against nature's fiercest trials. This true natural giant is nestled in the misty forests of southern Tasmania, dominating the landscape with its formidable presence. The Centurion is a towering eucalyptus, regan or mountain ash, and it is not just a tree, it is a living monument. Discovered in 2008, Centurion currently reaches over 100 m in height, making it the tallest known hardwood tree in the world and the tallest flowering plant on the planet. Despite its slender appearance, Centurion's base is over 4 m wide, a colossal figure that roots it firmly into the Tasmanian soil. This massive tree has survived some of the worst natural threats, including the fierce Tasmanian bush fires in 2019. Though it suffered burns, Centurion has shown its resilience by continuing to stand tall. The Centurion is named after the Latin word for 100, both in reference to its place as the 100th tall tree discovered by forestry Tasmania and its towering height. It is part of a select group of giant trees protected under Tasmanian conservation policy. The tree grows in an area surrounded by other towering eucalyptus, offering it protection from strong winds and lightning, ensuring its continued survival. Next, we transition from the fiery resilience of Centurion to a giant that almost became a memory. Number 8, Nina Logel. Nina Logel Mina Mina. With a name meaning mother and daughter, Nina Logel Mina narrowly escaped its demise. This iconic southern blue gum, standing at a height of 301 feet or 92 m, is one of Tasmania's tallest and most majestic trees. It is nestled in the forests near Lonvale, Tasmania, and got its name from Aboriginal students in Sydney as part of a cultural initiative. Standing for over 300 years, Nina Logel Mina has weathered the challenges of both nature and human intervention. In fact, it was almost cut down during logging operations in the area. Thankfully, conservation efforts prevailed and the tree has been protected under Forestry Tasmania regulations that safeguard trees over 85 m. Though the southern blue gum species is commonly grown for timber and eucalyptus oil, giants like Nina Logel Minina remind us of the importance of preserving old-growth forests. As Nina Lina's story lingers, we uncover another less-sung hero. Number 7, King Stringy. Stringy. Sometimes giants go unnoticed, and King Stringy is indicative of that. This towering Eucalyptus obliqua, one of Tasmania's hidden giants, stands at 86 m tall, about the height of a 28-story building, and cast a majestic presence in the forest near Wattina with a trunk diameter of over 4 m and a total volume of 230 cubic m. This massive tree has captured the awe of those fortunate enough to come across it. This tree is part of the stringy bark species, known for its rough fibrous bark which acts like armor, protecting it from the elements and potential threats over centuries. The bark at the base is particularly rugged, offering a layer of defense that allows these trees to thrive in Tasmania's cool temperate climate. What's fascinating is that King Stringy was mostly overlooked for years. Despite being only minutes away from Tasmania's main highway, it's only more recently that the tree has gained attention from explorers and nature lovers, becoming a point of admiration for its sheer size and age. King Stringy is not alone. It's part of a group of 9 enormous trees in the same area spread across a small patch of forest. While King Stringy protects itself with thick bark, the next tree protects the planet. Number 6, Denia. Denia excelsa. Excelsa. Hidden deep within the Amazon, this towering tree holds the secret to combating climate change. Denia excelsa, also known as Angelum velo, stands prominently above the dense canopy of the rainforest. This remarkable tree species was discovered to reach an incredible height of 88.5 m or 290 foot, making it the tallest tree ever recorded in the Amazon. Found in the Peru state forest of northern Brazil, Denia excelsa is a rare gem thriving in the undisturbed regions of the rainforest. What makes these trees even more extraordinary is their ability to store massive amounts of carbon. In fact, a single Denia excelsa can store the same amount of carbon as 500 smaller trees, making them crucial in the fight against climate change. This species is part of the Fab family, and aside from its enormous height, its trunk can grow up to 9.9 m or 32 feet in circumference. These trees are estimated to be between 400 and 600 years old, making them living relics of ancient ecosystems. Despite their age and size, researchers are still unsure what allows Denia excelsa to grow so tall, but some speculate that the tree's location in the eastern Amazon, where mortality rates are lower, contributes to its longevity. Reaching these giant trees is no easy task. Expeditions require traveling over 200 kilometers by boat and trekking on foot through untouched forest. The tallest specimens of Denia excelsa are located deep in protected areas, but deforestation and illegal mining activities continue to pose a threat to these majestic giants. While Denia helps combat climate change, the next tree on our list has helped sustain human life with its valuable resources. Number 5, Shirria joris. Joris. For centuries, this critically endangered giant has been more than just a tree. It's been a source of life, known locally as Sara Maa. Shirria genus thrives in the rainforests of Southeast Asia. This impressive forest giant can reach heights of over 65 m, with the tallest recorded specimen stretching up to 82.4 m. The Shirria joris is known for its straight cylindrical trunk, which can reach up to 1.6 m in diameter. Its crown, a sprawling hemisphere of lush greenery, towers above the forest, shading the ground below and supporting numerous species of flora and fauna. The tree also produces a highly valuable light red moran timber, prized for its strength and used in construction and carpentry. An interesting aspect of Shirria joris is its production of damama resin, a hard natural resin used historically for sealing boats, making varnishes, and even as a torch fuel. The resin is collected by making triangular cuts in the trunk, and these cuts can remain productive for up to 30 years. Sadly, this remarkable tree is now listed as critically endangered, primarily due to logging and habitat destruction. As we leave the rich heritage of Shirria joris behind, our next stop is Tasmania, where a giant tree reigns as a towering beauty. Number 4, Princess Picella. Hidden deep in Princess Picella, Tasmania's forests, is a tree so tall it seems to touch the sky, yet its true wonder lies in its strength to survive what few others can. The Princess Picella tree, a specimen of Eucalyptus obliqua, Also known as the brown-top stringy bark, stands out for its remarkable height and presence, reaching an impressive 290 feet. It ranks among the tallest trees in the world, found in the Florentine Valley. This towering giant is a testament to the beauty and grandeur of Australia's unique flora. Eucalyptus obliqua trees like Princess Picella are known for their resilience and adaptability, thriving in Tasmania's cool, moist climate. This species is characterized by its rough, fibrous bark and towering straight trunks. Over hundreds of years, these trees have evolved to withstand the occasional forest fires, with their thick bark providing protection against the elements. Princess Picella isn't just a stunning feature of the landscape, it plays a critical ecological role. Trees like this support entire ecosystems by providing habitats for birds, insects and other wildlife. While Princess Picella reigns in Tasmania, a quiet giant awaits us in the northwest, shrouded in mist and time. Number 3. Kino Lake Red Cedar. Kino Lake Red Cedar. Beneath the misty skies of the Olympic Peninsula stands a tree so ancient and immense it has weathered the passing of centuries and holds within it stories of both nature and culture. The Kino Lake Red Cedar, a massive western red cedar, is celebrated as one of the largest known trees outside of California's iconic redwoods and sex, stretching 174 feet into the air and boasting a trunk diameter of nearly 20 feet. It has captivated visitors for decades. Believed to be over 1,000 years old, the Kino giant stands as a reminder of ancient ecosystems surviving centuries of storms, rainfall and the passing of generations. The tree's colossal form contains more than 15,000 cubic feet of wood volume. Its thick, weather-resistant bark has protected it from the harsh elements, making it a lasting symbol of strength while towering in its sheer height. What makes this giant even more extraordinary is its significance to the local Kino Indian nation. For centuries, the Western red cedar has played a key role in the lives of many Native American tribes, providing not only shelter and materials for canoes, baskets and clothing, but also spiritual significance. Unfortunately, the Mike Kino cedar suffered significant damage from storms in recent years, with part of its massive trunk collapsing from the misty guardians of the Pacific Northwest. We now stand before a true colossus, unmatched in size and grandeur. Number 2. General Sherman. General Sherman tree. Imagine standing next to something so vast that it's like standing beside a 26-story building made entirely of wood. That's General Sherman. This iconic tree, located in Sequoia National Park, California, is not only a giant in size but also in history. Growing for over 2,300 years, General Sherman has reached a staggering height of 275 feet, about 84 m. But it's not just the height that makes General Sherman famous, it's the sheer volume. With a trunk volume of approximately 52,500 cubic feet, it is the largest living tree on Earth by volume. The biggest tree on Earth is bigger than your imagination. At its base, General Sherman measures an impressive 36 feet in diameter, making its massive trunk wider than most city streets. To give you perspective, standing next to it is like standing beside a 26-story building, weighing in at about 385 tons. It's hard to fathom just how large this ancient being really is, and while its trunk is composed mostly of dead wood, the tree itself continues to grow, expanding by over a centimeter in diameter each year. Despite surviving for millennia, General Sherman has faced nature's tests. A major branch fell during a storm in 2006, reminding visitors of the tree's vulnerability, leaving behind the massive Sherman. We ascend to a tree that defies expectations, standing as the undisputed tallest in the world. Number 1. Hyperion. Some trees are hidden not for Hyperion mystery but for protection, and Hyperion is one such secret giant hidden deep within Redwood National Park. Hyperion stands as the tallest living tree on Earth. This coast redwood reaches an astounding height of 380 foot, making it taller than many skyscrapers. It is estimated to be between 600 and 800 years old. Despite its immense size, Hyperion's exact location is a well-kept secret. This decision was made to protect the tree and its surrounding ecosystem from excessive human impact, especially after the habitat began showing signs of degradation due to foot traffic. Hyperion's massive trunk holds around 18,600 cubic feet of wood, enough to dwarf most other trees on the planet. Not only is Hyperion a wonder of nature's engineering, but it also plays a critical role in the ecosystem. The tree's deep roots help regulate water flow and prevent erosion, while its towering canopy provides shelter for a variety of plant and animal species. Moreover, redwoods, like iron, are essential in capturing carbon dioxide, making them invaluable in the fight against climate change. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. All